Who is still in the battle in the person of Honorable Obed.
In this country, I was telling people that I used to, on virtually every 2 weeks, use Nigerian Airways and land to Kano in the morning, and then use the first flight to Enugu. I can go on and on, but today all you hear in Nigeria is bad news. If you wake up in the morning, if it is not killing, it is kidnapping, it is one form of criminality or the other. Since yesterday, I've been struggling to get how I can go to Kaduna. I can't go to Kaduna with flights from Abuja because no commercial flight goes to Kaduna. I can't go by train. I can't go by road. Everybody says to me, if you want to go by road, you come to Kano, drive to Kaduna, and back here before going back to Abuja. That's what it is. So, this is not how to go to Kaduna. I can't drive around in the north. You can't go, if you tell people you're going to go from Abuja to Mina, they say, please, between 2015 and 2021, for 26,000 to 55,000, and in this country, for years, we cannot. Countries have seen poverty. Nigeria today have more people living in poverty than China and India combined. A country, combined the two of them is 2.8 billion. We are 200 million because you're not doing anything. In 1990, 92% of people in China live in poverty. Today, they have less than 2%. In fact, between year 2000 and year 2015, China pulled 435 million people out of poverty. India, in the past 5 years, pulled 276 people out of poverty. Vietnam, same thing. Vietnam was the biggest rice importer 10 years ago. Today they're exporting rice. I was in Kebi, and I said to them, where Vietnam cultivates rice, you have a bigger land. Yet, in April alone, Vietnam exported rice of $300 million this last April, and you're here, you don't have $300 million in today's money, it's about 175 billion naira. Your budget is 155 billion, and you're still here. We cannot. This country must become productive. We have young people, very brilliant young people. People say to us, how can you stop criminality in Nigeria? Fighting criminality has been done in Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, and everywhere. It's not sophisticated. The more you pull people out of poverty, you reduce criminality. You can't have a number of people, and pulling them out of poverty is to invest in them. We need to invest in the education of our youth. You need to give them support to start something. These are brilliant people with energy. The country must put money in them. The country must work with women to get them. If you go to Bangladesh, where they have to do garments, out of 10 million people that are employed in Bangladesh in garments, 6 million are women. 60%. Mothers doing garments for export. So we need to do something. So my dear people, what I've come here to tell you is, let us change. We are collapsed and we must change it. Delegates, you will not be delegates forever. You will not be delegates forever. Party leaders, you will not be in position forever. I was once a governor, and I used to tell people, I will not be governor forever. Today I'm no longer governor, but I live in Onitsha. Onitsha is where I govern, and I live there with the ordinary people. I have a relationship with Kano. When I arrived at this airport this morning, afternoon, you saw people who come to meet me in Kano. As the governor, I have the best ADC in this country. Nobody has a better ADC than me. My ADC, Mohammed, is from Kano. He's a wonderful person. We remain close to today. I'm involved in a business that I chair, one of the biggest businesses in Nigeria. My best staff is from Kano. I have military friends, retired generals, so many of them are all from Kano. I have a relationship with here. People I met as a trader in custom. Sadiq, all of them are all from Kano here. Up to other high dignitaries in Kano. We cannot continue. Kano used to be a center for commerce. Banks no longer want to go to Kano because the money is not coming in any longer. And what stopped it? So the more that disappears, the more you have people begging. Same in the southeast, same in the southwest. Our youths are begging for a living in their productive age when they are supposed to be engine of production. My dear people, you cannot be delegate forever. People are going to come here, all of us who are contesting. The ones that have not come will come. When they come, they will give you money. If they give you money, take it. It's probably your money. If they give you money, take it. It's probably your money. They didn't print any money. So if they give it to you, take it. Everybody will give according to his own side. Those who have more will give you more. Even if it's 1 naira, take it. But please, when you go to vote this time, do not look at Peter Obi. Do not look at anybody. Take picture of your children, put it in front of you and ask yourself a question. What society do I want these children to live in? Society where they are not sure if they wake up, society where there's no job, society where there's killing, society where there's kidnapping, society where there's a sense of hopelessness, or do you want them to wake up in a society where there's a sense of hope? When you're sick now, you go to Egypt. When you're sick now, you go to other countries of the world. Nobody is excited about anything here again. You want to send your children out of this place for schooling. We can reverse it. Look at your children. Vote for somebody that will change here. Vote for unity of this country so we can build cohesion. Ask about our background. Peter Obi is a trader. I'm a trader. To show you the schools where I went to school. You can go and verify all those schools. I've been to good schools all over the world. I worked in corporations. I've chaired corporations. From banks, I've been chairman of Security and Exchange Commission. I've been chairman of at least 2 banks. And I work with people from here. So I have a record where you can go and verify my background. I've been a governor. He's told you, I served in Anambra State for 8 years. When I left office, I left 75 billion naira. I was not owing gratuity. I was not owing pension. I was not owing anything. So you can go and ask. Everybody can say I left money, but everybody knows it's consistent. I can call the bank. I left in Access Bank a total of $50 million, 12 billion naira. I left in Diamond Bank, the day I left office, 2014, $50 million, 12 billion naira. I left in Fidelity Bank, $56 million, 12 billion naira. That's how I left that, because I was saving in naira and dollar. I wasn't owing anybody. I didn't owe pension, gratuity, salary, supplier, or any contractor. You can go and check. And I have no gratuity. Since I left Anambra State, they've never bought me pure water. I've never bought this from Anambra State. I told them I'm going home. And I'm home in my house. That you can go and verify. So look at your children. We must build a better place for our children. Fathers, mothers that are here, the society we are building today will take its revenge on our children and our grandchildren. God bless all of you.
Pray to us that you are a Kano indigenous. We salute you for that. But if Your Excellency can remember, sometimes in February this year, I have a friend who lives in America. His name is Alex. He introduced me to Chief Tony Iju. And I told him in Iju that I want to create a partnership between you and Congress, if you can remember. That time Tony Iju was in Canada. So I don't know how the discussion fell and something happened. Congress has to leave the party, which is unfortunate. But to show you that we appreciate you and we know your capacity. And Nigeria needs people like you who understand the economy, and the whole source of our problem is the economic problem we are facing now, Your Excellency. I have as a Kano indigenous, sir, if God ordained that you emerge successful in the coming presidential primaries and eventually the general election, Kano, in areas that has comparative advantage, is agro-processing. We have comparative advantage. We are not good in production, in agricultural production like Taraba and some other northern states.
No, exactly. That's why I said industry.
Yes, but we have comparative advantage in agro-processing, sir.
I know.
Sir, the problem that are killing our industry is the tariff, electricity tariff differential. It is so, yes, it's too high here in the north, which is killing, I am an industrialist, and which is killing us. And even the multi-year tariff order, they are not following it religiously, because in that motto, they have stated that we will reach a year by now, the tariff should start reducing. But up to now, they are thinking of increasing the tariff. One, without guarantee 24 hours electricity supply, and people who are engaged, especially in plastic, if we start production, first of all, they have to on their machine for it to heat, for their heaters to reach a certain level of heat level. And before they start production, then the electricity will be cut off. And that has become a waste. And it is a regular occurrence. And even if as a situation where they give you the light, you see the electricity, what you call it, that is below, the power is low, and it will affect our electricity motor. You know that it will be burning. It's all an additional expenses on the part of the industrialists. So please, sir, remember Kano in this area. And another thing, sir, apart from the price differential, sir, in agriculture, sir, Kano has 22 dams. Majority of it, I think only one is functional. We need at the federal level, that you inject, because the way to reduce poverty is when our rural people are able to harvest year in, year out, at least 3 times within a year. That will solve the economic problem, and which is the source of our insecurity. I'm not going to talk about the insecurity side because you have seen it yourself. You want to go to Kaduna, they say you have to come to Kano. From Kano you go to Kaduna, then you come back to Kano, then you go back to your destination. That shows you what happened in Niger. I think in the whole of the north now, the northwest, I think it's only Kano that is relatively peaceful. But you see, when in the 7th state, all the 6 are having problems, you know you are not too insulated from that problem. So that's why we need PDP to come back to power so that they will carry on from where they stop. So I would like to use this opportunity to tell you that as far as our delegates are concerned, nobody is going to come and play the religious or ethnic sentiment to us. What Nigeria needs is people, somebody with the capacity to take it to the desired level, to greater height. So you are a living witness. From 1960 to date, Nigeria still could not be able to double its GDP, which is poor economic management. For the first time in the history of the country, sir, that the country has entered into 2 economic recession. Even when they told us that we are out from the first one, if you look at the economic growth, it's 1.8, which is very, very, very low. So there's nothing to write on. Exactly. Even that's one, because in Hausa we have one proverb. When they tell a dog that there is a celebration in your house, the dog say, let me see it on the ground. So even when they say we are out of the economic recession, we still didn't see it. Because even the statistics, because we know Nigeria is a poor manager of statistics, and that could be one of the sources of our problem. Because you have to have accurate statistics for you to have sound economic planning. We don't have all this. So even when they tell us we are, it's only on paper when they tell us. And I'm sure, sir, the level of corruption in the country is so alarming. I could remember during my university, one of my lecturers was telling me corruption are of 2 types. There is a productive one and non-productive one. I was curious to ask him which one is the productive corruption and which one is unproductive. He said when you siphon money, you take it abroad. That is unproductive corruption. But when you siphon money, you steal money and invest within the economy, at least the economy will benefit, and by extension, the citizen will also benefit, even though it is not right. I'm very happy that you are an industrialist, a banker, and a business mogul. At least when we came to you, we said there is no power. You know we are not asking for power to own our AC, but to move our machines. So when we came to you, we say the market is so poor. You know how you feel as a businessman. So we are going to vote with our conscience. We are going to vote with the plight of our people in mind. And whatever we do, God will judge us at the end of our tenure, or when we go back to him finally. I'm sure you, sir, will do everything to vote wisely. And I'm sure you are one of the presidential aspirants that will be respected and will held in high regards. And in Kano here, as far as 1984, I know the statistics show the Igbos have 40% of the economy in Kano. And I'm sure now it is more than that. So please, sir, when you are successful, remember Kano. Help Kano to come back to its economic prosperity, stability, security, and whatever. Thank you so much.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.